If you're a biblical scholar, you know that understanding the context and nuances of ancient texts is crucial. One phrase that often comes up in discussions is Paul's "under the law." You need to understand Paul's phrase "under the law" to fully grasp his teachings and the broader implications for early Christian communities. Let's explore this from a Hebrew angle, delving into the cultural and historical backdrop that shaped Paul's words. Paul's phrase "under the law" often gets tossed around in theological debates and scholarly discussions. But what did it mean in a Hebrew context? To understand this, we need to look at the Hebrew concept of the Torah. In Hebrew, the word Torah translates to instruction or teaching, not just law as we often think in modern terms. The Torah encompasses a wide range of teachings, including moral guidance, religious rituals, and community laws. So when Paul talks about being under the law, he's referencing the Torah, the body of guidance and commandments given to the Israelites. He's not just talking about legalistic adherence, but about living under the comprehensive covenant that God made with Israel. To a Hebrew audience, being under the law was about living under the covenant God made with Israel. It was a holistic way of life. It's a way of life full of rituals, ethics, and community norms that governed every aspect of daily living. But here's the kicker. Paul wasn't dismissing the Torah. He was not advocating for a life free from these teachings. Instead, he was highlighting its role in guiding behavior and shaping identity. Paul saw the Torah as essential for understanding God's will. In ancient Israel, the Torah was central to daily life and spiritual practice. It was the foundation upon which society was built. It wasn't merely a set of rules, it was the blueprint for a righteous life, a guide to living in harmony with God's will. Paul's use of "under the law" underscores the importance of understanding and adhering to these teachings, not as a burden, but as a path to spiritual and communal fulfillment. For Paul, the Torah was not a set of restrictive rules, but a divine guide that led to a meaningful and purposeful life. So next time you hear "under the law," remember it's not just about legality. It's about living a life of purpose, guided by divine teaching. It's about embracing a way of life that brings spiritual and communal fulfillment. Stay curious, scholars.